looking for elves that ramp into giant green monsters, you're in the wrong address. But if you're here for elves that peer into the future, manipulate fate, and scry their way to victory, welcome to Scrying Elves. So we've built a deck around the scrying mechanic, and if you need a little bit of a refresher, I've added the link to the top right corner so you can go and check it out. Before we meet with the rest of the elves ensemble, let's first start with Galadriel. She's the heart of the deck, right?
That's right, Galadriel, Light of Valinor, gave me the idea to build this really cool 3-color elf deck, which is really built around the scry mechanic.
Now that Galadriel has set the tone, let's meet the rest of the cast.
Elrond is the first of our legendary creatures that scries in our deck.
He scries when your creatures arrive, like a maître d' who checks your future before seating you.
Okay, Nora, that's very deep. We also have another version of Elrond in the deck. It's called Elrond Master of Healing, and this one puts counters on creatures whenever you scry, and those creatures are then a little bit protected as well, because when they're targeted you draw a card. The second Galadriel is mainly there for its second ability. Whenever you scry, you may put the top card of your library into the battlefield if it's a land. Arwen is a legendary 2-drop that puts counters on creatures when you scry. Glorfindel makes combat complicated when you scry, and it also gets bigger. And Legolas gets bigger whenever your opponent's creatures die, and you can untap him when you scry.
Not a scryer, but he counts with deadly precision.
And Celeborn is really a scrying elf when it attacks, and it also gets bigger.
Scrying on attack, so he doesn't swing blindly, he scouts with style.
You could say that, Nora. Next up, Gandalf, White Rider. It's a 3/3 with vigilance, and every time you cast a spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 and you scry 1. We don't have a lot of life gain in the deck, but Tralasara is just too much on flavor to leave her out. She also combos well with OG the Exquisite Blade. Next up, the legendary Sphinx, Eligeth.
Turns every scry into a draw. He doesn't just glimpse at a future, he binge watches it.
And with all these legendary creatures, the Artificer's assistant helps us dig in our deck for answers.
Bram, we don't dig for answers, we whisper them into place.
Maybe Nimrodel can whisper some damage in the face of your opponent?
He's your elegant finisher because sometimes fate needs a bow.
A little bit like the Chance-Met Elves, and also like Lothlórien, look out, he also cheats a little bit into the future when he attacks.
Scrying isn't cheating, it's just strategic clairvoyance.
Strategic clairvoyance. I'm sure the Rumor Gatherer has this as well. And also a great card in the deck is Elvish Mariners. In this deck it will be a great finisher, as it will easily tap all of your opponent's creatures while you attack.
Now let's continue with some spells, the ones that peer into the future and whisper secrets. Do your draw step.
We need to include Serum Visions in the deck for obvious reasons, and also this Song of Eandalil. It will scry 2 and then draw 2 cards. It will make you some tokens and then send the whole team up into the air. Lambas brings food for thought, and Joint Exploration is also great in our deck. And my favorite card is likely the next one. It's a time twister, it's a time walk all into one. It's Lost Isle Calling. So, what's next?
This suite of spells keeps your board safe, your tempo intact, and keeps your opponents politely inconvenienced.
Prison Realm is removal that scries. Shower of Arrows removes flyers, enchantments, and artifacts and scries. Runic Shot scries and destroys a tapped creature. Voyages and bounces and scries. And Skywheeler Shot destroys your opponent's biggest creature. The next one can bounce and draw cards. It's our Planeswalker and Advisor in the deck, Jace, Unraveler of Secrets.
Every court needs advisors and some well-timed interruptions.
Like these scrying counterspells, Condescend and Dissolve. Protect your Galadriel with Lauren's Escape and play Regenerations Restored because it combos awesomely with Trellisaurus Moondancer. And Glimpse of the Sun God is another finisher if you have a lot of creatures.
These cards bring drama, control, and a touch of clairvoyance. Next up, this mirror doesn't tell you who's the fairest, he tells you what's coming up next.
That's exactly what Mirror of Galadriel does, and also Maze Mind Tome is great in our deck. Two artifacts we can't forget.
Your mana base isn't just functional, it's fabulous.
And we have to start with Seaside Citadel for our 3 colors, then some basics, 4 forests, 5 islands and 2 plains. Of course we need to play the 3 temples of green, blue and white. We also play 2 mana fixing Scrylands, Crystal Grotto and the Grey Havens, and 2 blue Scrylands, Rivendell and Castle Ventress. The last Scryland is Quandrix Campus.
These lands scry, shimmer and set the stage for your elves ensemble. And yes, they look like postcards from Middle-earth.
And we'll finish up with some 2 color mana fixing in the deck. Overgrown Farmland, Dreamroot Cascade, Deserted Beach and Tranquil Cove.
If you enjoyed this Elvish deck, don't forget to like and subscribe to let the algorithm know that you're into faith and fabulous tribal decks. And don't forget to always keep casual.